Boyd Wire here today with my special guest, my dear friend Patricia Sweetley. She's here to do some resin and to experiment and to have lots of fun with it. And we usually start at 1:30. We're a few minutes late. I'm going to see if Amber's going to hop on first. Amber's the moderator of the chat. She said she wasn't sure she's going to make it today, but we'll just see if she does. We'll wait and see if some people hop on. And I'm going to pull up the video on my computer so we can see what's going on. And today we're going to do more resin. There's Amber. Hey! So Amber says hi, Patricia. And Heather. Hey! It's so great to see you, Amber. And yeah, so Patricia wanted to do some resin. So I said, well, why don't we, both of us are super busy. We never have time to do any socializing. So this is our socializing. We also go for walks, but this is going to be our social and creative outlet together. But before I get started, someone's here from, hi Louise from Oakville. That's awesome. Very nice. That's so cool. I might or might not see all the comments coming up, but I'm going to check them when I go check on the computer. But I want Patricia to, for those who don't know Patricia, I'm going to get her to introduce herself and to tell you about her books. So there you go, Patricia.
Hello, thank you. Yeah, I'm an artist, visual artist, as well as a writer, and I've written a lot of books and done a lot of art and even sculpture. So yeah, I've done a lot of different things. Heather asked me to show you my books, which is very nice of her. This is my most popular series right now, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes' Cat. And there's two, and the third one's coming out soon. And yeah, I write for all different age groups. This is a cozy mystery. Again, a series of 3, the 4th in the works.
My sister was asking about that. How many are out in that one? There are 2 out?
3? Wait.
Okay, the 3rd one just came out?
At least 3.
Okay,
I've written so many books, it's hard to keep
my
track.
Sister, well, both sisters read all your books, so that's awesome. Oh, and these ones are out on audiobooks, so on Audible, guys. You gotta give them a listen, because the actor that Patricia has reading the book is so awesome and perfect.
He's amazing.
He's so good. You guys check out. I'm going to put all the links to her books on Audible and Amazon. And if you want to buy them in Canada, she's got them on her website. So you can...
Coming soon.
Coming soon. You can bypass Amazon. Yeah. So what else have we got?
Yeah. Oh, I just tried to bring from a few different age groups. So this is for tweens, preteens. All nice stories with happy endings.
Classic.
Yeah, and I do a lot of children's books. I write them under the pen name Annie Sweet, and I also illustrate them. So there's snakes.
Nice.
Elephants.
Cute.
More snakes, but they're friendly snakes.
Yeah, all my nieces and nephews have these ones.
And sheep.
And many more, guys.
Many more.
So I'm going to link up Patricia's website in the description below the video. And without further ado, I'm going to flip the screen so you can see what I'm working on, and then we'll check in with Patricia, and she can show you what she's experimenting with, because she wants to try one. Drum roll, please. Using a spoon. So we're going to see what Patricia comes up with this spoon and resin. So let's flip the screen and get going.
And I should say, I have never done resin or tried resin in my life, so this is the first time.
But she's done like a gazillion other medium, so I think this is going to be easy. Okay, so let's get going. We're going to flip the screen, bring this around. You see my ceiling first. We're going to flip it around, and there we go. And now I'm going to open up the computer so I can see who. Hi Mary, how are you? I'm just hopping on and looking on the computer so I can see what's going on, and I'm going to just close up a little bit more so we're not too far away from the screen. Make sure this one has to go over this way a little bit more. Over here, I'm gonna actually tape this paper down so it doesn't wiggle around all over the place, and then we'll go from there. And look at all these designs, guys. So let me know what you want me to work on. I'm thinking one of these fancy frames and maybe the cat. But yeah, there's sky's the limit. So I'm going to be, I've already added these templates to the resin earrings and Suncatcher's ebook, and if you purchase the ebook, you will get continuous updates because I give you a link to find the book on Google Drive, and as I update it, you'll be able to see the new designs and stuff. So that's fun. Amber super loves the animals. Awesome. Doing good. Hope you're doing good too. Yeah, we're doing great. So actually, Patricia, you can move. Why don't you move over here?
I want to do a cat.
Yeah, so that's good. So Patricia's going to be right beside me. I flattened a whole bunch of this 16 gauge wire because the flat wire is good for the frames. I have some other flat wires here, and I have, of course, you guys know we did the ladybugs last week, and then I actually did a tutorial for the ladybugs. These are all the other ones that I've done. So I'll just put those at the side, and we are going to, I'll show Patricia what we've got in the kit. So this is the resin kit, as you guys know, and it comes with instructions, manuals and stuff. And then these are all the like glittery, fine glitter and the confetti glitter that we could use in the resin. We'll pass that on. We just got that. It also comes with these forms. So unfortunately the silicone attracts dust, so I'll have to rinse that off at some point. The tape, which I find the tape to be really sticky. I'm going to try to use mailman tape as well. That's to tape it down. There's a silicone mat. If you want to put it on the table, I guess we can do that as well. And then we have the resin and a little stick to mix it on. And there's a little pot to mix the colors. And then if you guys didn't see the last ladybug tutorial, it has all how different ways to color the resin. So here's the frames that come with the kit, but you know, we don't want to use those. We want to make our own thing. And a fine paintbrush that Amber sent me that I've been using to spread the resin, and then a tweezers and another little silicone thing. And then maybe I'll get some more toothpicks. Okay, so that's good. Let me get rid of this. Bring it over here, and all kinds of wires and stuff. And what are we going to start with? This is always the hard part, knowing how to start. I will get also some other tape. So I'm going to actually try with this tape this time and see if it's any different. So I don't know, Patricia, which one you want to start with.
I don't even know what the tape is for.
Okay, so let's just give this a shot. I'm hoping this one's going to feel a lot better, but it also might be worse. So we're going to see. Let me get some scissors. Okay. Some scissors. And oh, Mirta's here. Hey, Mirta, how are you with all the hearts? Awesome. Nice to see you. Mirta's in Argentina. Yeah. So what you do with this, let me just stick that up there. So basically we just take the tape and we're going to tape it down. Actually, maybe I'll do it after. I have to make the shape. I should have made the shape first, but we're just going to go ahead and do this.
What would you like?
I had a roll of little tape. Did I?
I didn't
I didn't bring it out. Eh? Okay, let me just see. Yeah, here it is. I got distracted. So just otherwise it's going to not stay in place. So we'll just give that a little, oops. Oh no, here comes the scissors. Yee! There we go. Perfect. The scissors have a mind of their own. So we'll just tape it in place so it won't wiggle. Oh, that didn't even work. Yes, constantly fumbling. There we go. There, perfect. So we'll do that and that. That's going to hold the tape down. And then what we do we'll do the frame and then we'll stick it down. So depending on what you want to use, if you want to go for a bigger, thicker wire, this is I'm just showing Patricia, this is aluminum wire. It's softer and easier to work with. Or I flattened the artistic wire. I don't have any of the other artistic wire left that's already pre-flattened. Let me see. Actually, I have a little bit. Let's see. No, this is also aluminum. So I have, this is pretty good too. It's not too, yeah, it's not too bad. It's
okay.
Yeah, so maybe that one.
Use
So that was,
one.
there you go. So Patricia's gonna use. Yeah, there's a delay. There's a delay. So there's Patricia. That's the wire she's going to use. And Mirta and Mary, if you're popping on after we flip the screen, Patricia is my friend, and I'll bring her back at the end so you can see her again because now the thing is flipped. But she's my guest today. Okay, so what are you gonna make, Patricia?
I'm gonna make the cat.
The cat? Okay, so you're gonna do the cat. We could keep the theme of cats today. I might do the face if you want to do the body.
I like the body.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna try the cat face. Patricia's gonna do this one,
Try.
the cat body, and the angel's cute too. If you were to do the angel, I would do the wings separate and glue them on the back. And I'll try. Do I want to do the cat? I also wanted to try one of these more abstract ones. And also the cat in the window is really cute too. I might do that one.
That one looks nice and hard. You should try that one.
I should try the hard one or this one. With these, you can actually buy commercial frames like this one, but the cat tail I think sticks down or something. I might try that one. I like that one. Okay, I'm gonna try that one. So that'll be, I'll do the round part separate. I'm gonna get my round forms, and I think I left them downstairs. I'll just run down and get the forms. Oh, it feels warm. It must be warm outside.
Yeah, I just took my hoodie off.
Yeah. So I have these round forms, and I'm gonna cut a piece of wire. Let's say about 6 to 8 inches or something. And in the ladybug tutorial, I showed you guys how to flatten the wire with a pasta maker. So you can do that if you don't have flat wire. And vitro, exactly, Mirta. They look like stained glass. That's exactly what they're the look that we're going for with some of those. So yeah, they definitely look like stained glass. So let's bring this one around. We're just gonna go right around, and then we'll bend the wires up. See, I should have probably used a smaller round form. I can use, is this sticky? I could just use the lid of this maybe. There we go. Because the thing is, when you do the round form, it bounces back. So let's just bring this one around. Try not to goop up my, yeah, it's pretty good. It's not perfectly round now, but it's fine. How's the bending going, Patricia?
How does it look?
Ooh,
Show it if
looking
you want.
good. So Patricia's working with the aluminum wire, and she's starting with the kitty cat. So we'll see how the progress goes. And now, because you have to finish it in a way that there's a loop at the top, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this. This is the way I found that's the easiest way to finish these things, just to do like a little spiral at top. So let's do that. Let's just take this, bend these straight up. Same here, we're gonna take this and bend this straight up here. I thought that was a radio. That's someone cutting down a tree, I think.
Yeah, chainsaws.
Yeah.
I could hear a lot of them when I pulled up. I think they're cutting down big stuff somewhere nearby.
Okay, yeah, they cut ours down last year. Well,
yeah.
they're putting another one. They cut it because it had some kind of weird fungus or something. So we were kind of hoping not to have a tree right in the middle, but they said they can put it in a different position. So that's good.
Yeah.
So now to finish it off, we've just cut it, bent it up like that. So now I'm going to cut them about the same length. So we have a finishing spot to hang it. And the kitty cat, I didn't really design it with a loop at the top, but I have a hole punch. You can punch a hole into the resin too if you need to.
Yes, yeah.
And now I'm going to take this one and we'll just form the spiral. So let's just go ahead. Because it's a flat wire, I can't really do my method of doing a spiral with the cone. So I'm just going to do it this way. And then we'll be able to put a jump ring or something at the top so we can, I'm going to leave a little bit of slack there because we wind it with wire after. I don't want to wind it with wire before because it will there'll be too much separation between the piece and the tape. I don't want any gaps. So we will wind the wire at the end, like I did with the ladybugs. So let's go ahead and bring this. And if you guys want to see Patricia in other of my videos, I have a great video on my art channel of us setting, what did we set on fire? Alcohol inks on fire in her garage. We did not burn down her house. We did amazingly well, but yeah, we do all kinds of shenanigans, like taking pictures in the cemetery, and what else have we done? All kinds of I've gone to your cottage, and we did stuff at your cottage. We do painting, crafts, all kinds of stuff. Life drawing, exactly, which I wish I could do more. So now this is the frame. So let's go ahead and hi, Diana. How are you? I'm missing all the comments. Welcome. Welcome, Diana. And Diana, I have my friend Patricia here, special guest, who you'll see again at the end. But if you watch the replay, you'll see her at the beginning. And you guys have to be sure to check out Patricia's books and her art and everything. So let's just press this right down and hope it's going to stay. And I'm hoping this is as good as the other thing. And what I'm going to do, I think to start, because I'm a little bit worried about it leaking underneath, I'm going to go ahead and do a layer of resin.
Are you all ready to pour resin already?
It's okay, but I'm going to do different steps, so don't worry about it. So, and this way, what it'll give you, the other thing.
There's no cap there yet. Oh, you're doing this one.
I will put the cap, but I think I want to put a little teeny layer of resin first.
Oh.
I mean, I could put it right into.
No, I've never, like I said,
I think it's going to be easier to put a little bit first. So what I'm going to do is go ahead. Oh, wow, cool. Amber still uses your calendar. That's so cool. I love that.
I have to make a new one this year.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to not use this tape because I see right away it's not sticking at all very well. Oh, that sounded like it stuck. Hang on. Let me try again. Maybe it's my imagination. Is it sticking?
It sounded like it stuck.
You know what? I think it might have stuck. Okay, let's just do it anyways then. It doesn't look like it's sticking because it's clear. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of a layer. Not too much, just to give a little initial layer. So we're going to do this and get our thing and just spread it around. Now, when I did the ladybugs, I used a paintbrush, but it kind of spread it a little too thin. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, try to get right into the edges. And I'm still troubleshooting with resin, guys. I'm not an expert. Every time I use it, I do it a little bit differently. So let's just do that. And then if you want to get the bubbles out, you do this. So we're going to use fire again. And somebody suggested to use a barbecue, I think it may have been Susan suggested a barbecue lighter, so I won't burn myself.
Yeah.
But let's hope that's good. Or I don't know if all the bubbles came out, but that gives you, yeah, they are kind of popping. Yeah, so I think probably a heat gun, a strong heat gun, or a barbecue thing. So cat calendar, that's awesome. I love that. Nice.
And we're doing a cat.
And we're doing cats.
We did paint pouring, but I don't know if that ever made the video.
I did do a video, I think, about that. I think.
And we used a torch on that. Remember?
Oh, the paint pouring?
Yeah.
Oh, was that to harden it?
No, to get the bubbles out.
Oh, to get the bubbles.
Mainly,
okay,
yeah.
Same idea.
And make it make cells, like those little spotted cells.
Yes, I remember now. Okay, so I just gave it a little initial. You know what? I think I already regret this. Wait, let's stop this. Okay.
The tape?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it because I think I should have done the cat first. I don't know why I did that. Because now I realize it's not going to be at the same level as the, so let's just go ahead and do the cat if we can. I think it's not too late. How much wire? Maybe another 6 inches. And I will hopefully be able to do the cat small enough so it's going to fit. And I will get these? No, you can use those. I can get some other pliers. I have these ones, and we're going to try to do the kitty. So we're going to bring this one up. Make sure you guys can see. Get all my clutter off here. Sometimes it's hard to see because there's a little bit of a delay with the filming. And we're going to take that one up and try to do a little cat in the frame. And I could follow the temp. Whoops, I just slipped. That happens. And we're going to bring this one down. Oh, yeah, it's hard with it using the tippy bits of the pliers. Okay, so there's the first bit for the cat. And let's bend it out a little bit. Yeah, so this is the 16 gauge wire that I flattened with the pasta maker. Not the pasta maker. This one I actually flattened with the rolling mill, but you can flatten it with the pasta maker. And so we're going to bring this one around. How's Kitty going?
How's Kitty looking?
Aw, I'm going to show them. So here's Patricia's kitty coming, so cute. There you go. Nice.
I'm
Perfect.
thinking if I do a tight loop at the end of the tail, maybe it could hold a bead. What do you think?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
a
no,
spark
because
or
it'll be
something?
covered with resin.
Yeah.
So I don't think. Or I mean, you could stick like
And bead.
plant a bead into the
Oh.
resin. Yeah. Hey, Corey, how you doing? Oh, Amber says, so cute, Patricia.
Oh, thank you.
Nice, nice. Yeah, if the screen was bigger, you could see us both working, but that might be a little tricky. So here's Kitty here, and then we're going to, I want to make this one pretty small though. So we're gonna go like that, and then take this out for the legs a little bit. And then down here. Yeah, this works well because we can work together and do the live stream at the same time. Oh, it's so
I
cute.
think it's done.
Oh, nice.
And that's it needed a collar.
So you might have to like do a double layer of tape. Do you want to?
Yeah, no collar. It would make it look like a dog.
Well, and you could plant a collar thing in too,
that's-
like the
but
beads
yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is you're gonna need to put some.
Which side?
This one got really dirty. You know what? I'm gonna just give you a piece of cardboard, and you can put the tape on top because that silicone stuff attracts
Yeah, everything.
everything. So I'll just give you a piece of cardstock, and then what you need to do is put the tape down face up and tape it down.
Which
So
tape? Oh.
you could use that one. Like I said, tends to be a little sticky. Why don't you try the clear one?
Okay.
Because at least with the clear one, even if it sticks, you won't see it. So how about I'm just
Okay.
going to give you, if you want to get the little tape,
But see where it doesn't touch, does the resin spill
you could
out?
push it together.
Oh, you push
yeah.
it, okay.
Yeah, so here's that. And then let's do another one.
Okay. Should I take that one down?
I think, yeah, if we do that.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, if you want to try to tape those down, and then I'll once it's on there, I should have put mine on a separate piece too. But let's go ahead and do the cat, and getting ready to go to the cottage tomorrow. Nice, that's awesome. And Corey, if you haven't met my friend Patricia, she's on the live stream with me. She's sitting right beside me, and I'm going to show you guys what she's doing.
Does it matter which way it goes?
It doesn't
Like it
really
won't
matter.
leave a
As lo-
line?
Well, no. In theory, we pull the tape off after.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I'm gonna put it here.
okay. So I will show. That's a good idea to have it a little more discreet. Okay. So here's Patricia's kitty, all ready to go on the tape, and I'll just get you to push it, like smooth it down a little bit to make sure it's good, and then you could go ahead and put. Put a little, I would start by putting a little layer of resin, even if you're going to add beads and stuff and wire on top. That way it'll keep it more, oh, that's smart. I didn't think of doing that. Okay, so
I could
there.
use my phone and stick my phone to the resin.
Ooh, there we go. Perfect.
Oh, no.
Okay, so Kitty will go here. And we're just going to curve this around here. Oh, is that all right?
Yeah, believe it or not, that went all the way down. And here,
Oh,
I'm gonna
wow.
use this.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so here's the cutie here. Corey says, hi, Patricia.
Hi, Corey.
You're doing an awesome job. Yay. Wonderful.
I think it is down on the tape, but
Okay.
the tape pulls up from the cardboard.
I think
a
that's
bit.
what was
Yeah, and it
happening.
looks
Yeah,
like
I
it's
think you're
raised.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said to take some of this.
Yeah. So you wanna like just kind of put like make sure it goes right to the corner. I'm gonna get some toothpicks too, so you can make sure it goes right to the edge.
And so just a thin layer of
Just a thin
resin.
layer, and then you could put stuff on top of it. So
Yeah.
you can use this one. I think I pushed it around.
Okay.
And the toothpicks. So
Okay.
and then you could probably use that UV light because it's
Okay.
bigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now here's a resin question.
Yes.
What if you wanted your resin to be black? You don't do anything till after?
You mix black in the resin. So that was something I did to do the ladybug.
Yeah.
So one method I did for the ladybug was to do a thin layer of resin and then put a thin layer of the nail polish.
Mm-hmm.
Second was I did a thin layer of the resin and then I mixed powdered pigment, like artist pigment, with the resin. And here I'll show you that. And then the other thing I did was you can mix a little bit of acrylic paint, but just a little bit, like 30% acrylic paint and 70% resins. But these are the pure artist pigments from the art store. So that's something else you can do. Okay. Do you want it black now, or what's your?
Well,
and then you could put stuff on top. Was that what you're thinking?
Okay.
I don't know. Is that what you want to do?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh,
so you can advise me.
Well, it's up to you. Do you want it black, or how do you feel?
Yeah, black cat would be nice.
Okay, so I'm gonna get you some gloves because it's really very, very messy. Okay, so let me get that. I would advise mixing it on the yogurt lid because it might stain the silicone. So this is the black pigment. I'm gonna give her some gloves. And there. And you don't need much. Like I would put a decent sized glob of resin. So
I don't do a layer yet in here.
You could. I don't think it's necessary though.
No.
If you're gonna go ahead and do the black. No, I think you could go ahead probably with the black.
So here, you can
okay.
That way they
so,
can see how much.
So Patricia has to make a decent amount of black resin to go in there. And I guess you could always mix some more, but I'm going to do that. And then we'll just mix the powder. And you have to really, especially the black, really mix it in because it can get really lumpy.
Did you want to show them how much powder?
Let's see. So if we do that, and I can get
Do you want a lifter?
get a regular, because I had the little spoons at some point, but let me just get a regular spoon. Okay. We're gonna trash all our spoons, but that's okay. Oh, that's not gonna fit.
Here, use one of these little guys because you have more of them.
That's okay because we might use those for something else.
Yeah.
So that's okay. I've got a little one here. And how much resin? How much pigment? So not too much because it gets like really lumpy. I'm thinking almost like it's maybe half a teaspoon, if even. Maybe
that wasn't half
even
a teaspoon.
less.
Yeah, that was maybe
a quarter,
maybe.
Okay, try mixing that.
With
then if you need more, you could mix it with this too if you want. Whatever.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be enough.
Okay.
And then you'll probably use this.
Do you want to show it?
Yeah, you'll probably use the So she's just mixing this up, but you really have to mix it a lot because it's this one particularly gets really lumpy. And then get all those in there, and then I think that probably will stain it enough. So let me, I'm gonna just remove that so it's out of the way. Oops, we don't want that there. And you're very brave doing black resin on your first day. Typical Patricia.
Because I don't know any better.
She's
know
a
any
glutton for
better.
punishment.
So are you,
Okay.
Heather.
Yeah, true. We're two peas in a pod. So let's go ahead and clip this one to maybe about 1.25 inches or something. Oh, Karen. Hello, hello. Welcome. We are resining again. There we go.
We're resonating.
Resonating. There, exactly. Okay, and let's go ahead and do the tail for this. So same thing, we're going to do a little spiral and bring it around. And hopefully it's not going to be too much of an end here. I think I maybe should have cut it a little bit more. I think I don't like that closed loop there. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this.
How do I get the resin into the cat now? 'Cause
No.
It's not in a bottle.
Well, there is a spoon. Oh, you know what you could do too is put it, oh, it's too late. I thought of actually mixing the resin in a bag,
Oh, yeah.
which would have been better.
Yeah.
But there is that spoon, so
So
you
I
can
just
try
spoon
to
it in?
try to spoon it in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about that. And why was I thinking about that? I don't know if I had a dream about resin and I thought about doing that, but so we're going to bring this one in to make the tail. Just curl it around. Yeah, the flat wire is trickier to turn and stuff than the regular wire, but I'm just going to bring this in to make, oh, so now maybe my wire wasn't long enough, but this is just give you an idea to do like a tail. I could have done a better spiral than that, but that's okay. And then we're going to curve this one around and around like here. And that would be our kitty. Yeah, the tail's not the best. It could have been bigger, but that's my fault for not cutting it long enough. So maybe cut it, yeah, 1.25 inches, but then don't do my mistake and trim it again. So we're going to bring this one around. And then from here, let's go ahead and cut this here. And we are going to clip this. And see if we close that up. Maybe curve it a little more. And we're going to stick this one here. So it's still wet. Remember, it's still a little bit wet, I think. We're going to stick that in there. So there's Kitty. That should be closed. We'll put more resin after. So now, actually, what probably would be better is because it's going to be hard to get the resin in there. Maybe I'll just pour a bunch of resin and stick this in after. But let's go ahead and make some little stars if we can. So we're going to go ahead and cut this, and I will get these on. How's it going? You might have to mix some more, right?
I think so.
Oh,
Oops.
okay, that can happen.
That's why I started at the tail.
Yeah, okay, so let's just do some stars. So for the stars, I'm just going to start with a straight piece of wire and bend these back and forth. And hopefully they will work out all right. Back and forth, back and forth. And you can, put any kind of embellishments in these.
So I have an idea, Heather.
Yes.
So now that I've got the black in these spots,
Yeah.
what would happen if I added white and my cat had a pattern?
You can add other colors and like swirl it around. I like marbly type thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do anything you want before it dries,
Okay.
and it won't dry until you put it under the light. So
I'm gonna make some white. Then.
Sure. So for the white, I have I don't have a powdered white, but I do have the white gel nail polish that you could use.
Or I could do it clear with that pearlescent sparkly thing.
Yeah, you could, but let me also get, I have actual resin pigments. Let me get those because you might see a color in there that you want. If it goes off the edge, we can chip it off after.
Yeah, I dropped some off outside the frame.
I don't know where I put them. I didn't bring them out yet.
What, the nail polish?
No, well,
Nail
there's the nail
polish,
polish, but I
sparkly.
also had pigments to paint, to color the
Oh.
resin. I just don't know where I put them. Oh.
Are they little? It's not these, eh? No, there's only 2 in there.
No, they were like pots, little pots.
And it's definitely not those?
No, I mean you can use those, but let me go look again because I had actual resin pigments. No, I don't, unless I put them in my studio.
Hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, it's a mystery.
Okay.
So I guess
Sorry
it'll-
about that.
Yeah, I guess it'll have to be the either the nail polish or the glitter because I put it somewhere. It's like a little box with
Yeah,
the
you
resin color.
you have so much art stuff around here.
I do not know where I put it because I separated some into little baggies. Nope.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll just make them all black.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
sorry about that.
That's okay. So I'll
Yeah.
make another little puddle. Say when.
That should be good. Yeah. And then you probably won't need much pigment. Yeah. Okay, so now.
Sorry, I took you away from your.
Oh, not at all, not at all. I'm just gonna see. Yeah, we're good. Okay, now we're gonna take this one and flatten it a bit. So this is the star. And we wanna try to make it close. So we're just going to bring this. And if you guys don't wanna go to this hassle, you can buy the frames already made. I'll try to find those and link them up. I don't know if it's the Let's Resin brand or another brand that makes those different shapes. So we're gonna flatten it out. So but you wanna also try to make sure it's stuck in there. And the other thing I thought about doing, like to avoid leakage, is maybe to put a dab of resin and put it under the light. So let's just take this. I don't know if it's gonna work or not.
Interesting.
But yeah, we can give it a shot and just take the resin. Maybe I'll get another little lid or something. Oopsies. Okay, so let's get this and get a toothpick. And here, how about, wait, let's see if my camera's, so let's take a picture of Patricia working. Okay, smile, Patricia. Nice. There we go. There.
And I'll finish. Oh, there's the cat.
Yep, we're good. Perfect. Let's show you guys. So here's Patricia's cat getting filled. And there she goes, mixing the resin. And there she is, all happy. Yay! Okay, there we go. Okay, let's do this. A little bit of resin. And try to, like, we're just gonna kind of seal the end here so there will be no leakage. And I should probably get something to put this on so it doesn't
What
stick.
do you need, Heather?
It's okay, I have this tape. I can use that. Just as a little something so it won't stick to the table. And we're gonna stick it, I'm gonna stick it on there and I will bake it. And hopefully that'll make a nice closed star that it won't leak. So little hack. Now let's make some more stars. And yeah, Mary says, great. You're doing great, Patricia. It's awesome.
Mad artist scientist.
Exactly. Yeah, Patricia does some really cool paint pouring art as well. And not only does she make like the paint pouring like base, but she takes her pieces and she does like collage with them and
paint into them.
Yeah, paints into them, and it's not just a boring paint pour. They're really, really, really cool.
And that's the starting point.
Yeah, exactly. And they're hot sellers at the art show, which is nice. People like them.
I have my favorite one up in the house now. My favorite two.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I wish I had more wall
Oh,
space.
I know. We need bigger houses. Or
Oof,
bigger
just for
walls.
art. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have a lot of art that I don't have up. I just don't have room. And so we're just doing these little stars, trying to keep them simple, very basic. I like the idea of doing an odd number, but I have a feeling my frame's not that big, so we might not make them. I might not do 3, I might just do 2. We're gonna see. Okay, so there is that one. Now we have closed it up a bit, so if we do want to do our little resin seam, we can do that. I don't know if it's necessary or not, because if it's close together, it shouldn't be necessary, but if we could just like take that, do a little patch job and just throw it under there. And now 1, 2, we might have room. I can try another one. Let's try another one. Okay. I don't think they take too much. Maybe 3 inches this time. We're gonna see. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I don't know how much we're gonna get done today, but I'll definitely next week, I'll continue with these patterns that for the templates, and it might take us a few weeks to get through them, which is fine. We've done that before. Remember we did that whole series with Zodiac? That took a long time to get through all the 12 months of the Zodiacs. And we did live streams. So that took 3 months to get through those. But they were fun.
And then didn't you do all the letters of the alphabet?
Oh, I've done a lot of ones with letters. Yeah, definitely a lot of ones with letters and names. It got to the point where I was getting so many requests for names that I instead of making them out of wire, I just draw them so people can make them themselves out of wire, because it just would take too long. So I just do a line drawing to help people to be able to, you know, figure out how to do their own names. So that works well. Okay, one more star. And Amber, I'm mindful that you do have to go at some point, so don't worry if you have to duck out anytime, and just appreciate that you're here, that you got to see Patricia. It's awesome. Awesome. So there we go. We're going to just do this. And there's our star. So let's go ahead and flatten it out. And give it another little resin patch. That might or might not work. And then we're going to put it under the light and do that. Okay, so Kitty's coming along. I haven't decided what I want to do with it because I actually have done like glitter and stuff, but sometimes it's distracting from it. So I might color it. I'm not quite sure. I have to decide because you can, if you Google search like resin pendants, you'll find the one with the cat. That's probably on like the whatever website sells the frames. Let me just see. Cat.
Can you do the cat a different color from the background?
I think I'll have to for it to cat resin frame pendant. Maybe that's it. Yeah, see here you can buy these already made like this one. So it's similar, but this is cast metal. Mine's wire. So I don't know what BB Craft or something. But there's other companies that make them. I think Let's Resin does it as well. But I just want to see if they have any pictures of how it looks painted. Resin. If I remove cat or frame, let's see. I thought I saw one already painted, but maybe I didn't. Anyways, I'm just gonna play around with it, I guess. Maybe I can do different colors, like you said. I wish I could find those pigments.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know where in the world they went. It's so weird. So you're ready to put it under the lamp, I think.
know.
So grab the lamp.
Okay.
And
you
you
take these off.
I think so, yeah.
They're still clean, actually. I don't think I touched anything.
Okay. And then you can put it under the light for that one. I think the gel nail lamp only goes up to a minute or something, so you'll probably have to press it at least a few times. It'll shut off automatically. Yeah, I should be able to stay. Okay. Ah, gotcha. Awesome. Perfect. Well, I better make this worth your while. So let me just see what I'm going to do here. And you want to give me the glitters?
These guys?
Yeah. So these are the glitters that I have. And I really wish I had that resin now. I'm going to go look again.
Could I drop glitters on this before it's heated?
Probably. Yeah, and you could put a layer of varnish after. Okay, so that's this one. Let's go ahead and is this still sticky? I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and put my stars in here. We're gonna get this one.
Ooh.
Stick it here. Oh, the stars are cute.
They are.
And
I like that they're a bit bigger.
yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna fit 3 though. I think I'm only gonna fit 2, which is all right. So let's go. Yeah, I think I might only fit 2. If I bring this one right down, we'll see. Bring this one here. Yeah, I mean, it's a little full, but yeah, it's okay. I like odd numbers. That's the thing. Okay, so that's kind of cute. So I think what I am gonna do is try to. I think it's dried now. Because I was gonna say maybe I could I'm just gonna put a very thin layer. Stick these on and then fill them with the resin so the colors don't separate. So let's go ahead and put another little coat. Just a little bit. And, oh.
What?
Amber sent me these. Amber, do you remember why you sent me these? I have such a bad memory. But these, I saw these and I'm like, oh, Amber sent me these. I can use these. I don't remember why you sent them to me. It was for one project.
It wasn't for resin?
No, I don't think so. They're like silicone brushes. They're really, really cool. So let's use those. Okay, awesome. There we go. So I'm going to take one of those to spread this around. And tell me, okay, yeah, let me know why you sent me these. I mean, as super appreciated. I just don't remember what they were for. Okay, so let's go ahead and spread the resin with one of these silicone brushes. So we're going to do that. Oh, you know what it was for? I think the drawing gum. Was it for the drawing gum? I think it might have been for the drawing gum, because the drawing gum gums up your paintbrushes. So it might have been that. So let's go ahead and just mix this around. It's not super even, but it's all right.
It doesn't find its own level?
I thought it would, but you know, it should be all right. So let's just do this. I'm gonna wipe it off.
Do I throw this out?
Yeah, why don't you throw it here? There's a garbage
Okay.
here, under here.
You have to get it everywhere.
Yeah, just over here.
You're right, black is messy. It's also very smelly.
It's, oh, is it? Is that the resin or the
Carbon,
black?
The black.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and stick our stars in there. Okay, and this one here. And this one here. Okay, so we've got that, and that. Adjust it around so it's in a good spot. I think I might have to also do the lighter again. Okay, so that's cute. I don't know if there are any bubbles, and it maybe doesn't even really matter because just that one there. Might have been there before. I'm gonna cover it with glitter and stuff, so you might not even see the bubbles. So let's go ahead and put this one here. Make sure they're pushed down. There, and okay. So Patricia, are you finding everything you need?
I'm just going to slide this over to the light.
Now this one's like pulling up a little bit, so I think I might have to actually hold this down a bit while I start the light, and then maybe my table's on an angle. We live in a really old house too. The floor might be crooked.
It probably is.
It probably is. It's like when we moved in, the previous owner had a pool table in the basement and had removed a supporting pole, and so our floor was collapsing, and we had to add a pole. And we definitely did not keep that pool table.
Just press on.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna just hold this down a bit. Just while it gets started, because it's, I don't know why it's like moving. There we go, that should be okay. I probably shouldn't be looking at this.
Oh, I was wondering
Oh.
about the light, yeah.
There we go, so we're just gonna hold that for a bit. I think it's gonna stop, and then masking fluid, that's what I thought. Yeah, for this it works too. Yeah, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna do one final attempt to find the stuff.
Okay.
Patricia, when that goes off, just shut it, put it on again,
Uh-huh.
and I'll be back. Wish me luck.
Oh, you found them?
No, I did not find them. But I found these that Amber sent me. So something like this might work. I don't know. We're gonna see. It's paint, but we might be able to do something with this.
How do I
Let's
know
see.
if I need to do it a third time?
I would do it a third time. I think it's only been a minute. Probably.
This will be 3
I would.
minutes.
Like it's a pretty thick coat.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So somebody told me, might have been Latidra, that you can use eyeshadow, and then this paint that Amber sent me looks like eyeshadow. So maybe I can use something like this. Let's check it out. So there's, if I could figure out how to open this thing. Now I don't want to butcher your paints, Amber, but you know, it's all in the name of art. So please forgive me. I'm gonna get a knife and we're gonna see if this is gonna work. So these are metallic watercolor paints. So what color should the cat be? Let's see what we have. I'm gonna look at all of these. There we go. The lids slide off. Oh, yay! Perfect, thank you. Yippee! The miracles of modern technology that you guys are here. And so there we go.
Press?
I would. It's not gonna hurt it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you could
Yeah.
overcook it like cookies.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So where'd the lid go for the resin? Let's put the lid back.
I don't.
For those that are hopping on late, there's the resin templates that are now included in the resin ebooks. So and then at the end of the day, I'll add photos of what we're doing. So, but anytime you purchase the ebook, you have access to the updates. So no, don't worry about that. Sometimes it takes me a while to upload them. Did you find the lid? Let's move some
I
of
think
these.
it's over there.
Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Excellent. Okie dokie. So what are you gonna do on yours,
I would
Patricia, after the black?
Oh, what can I do?
I don't know. You could add glitter, you could add
I
bits
did
of
add
wire.
glitter already.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, I mean, you
See
could
how
leave
it
it as
looks?
is if you
Yeah,
want.
see how it looks when it comes out.
Okay, so what color kitty? Should we try like a coppery, or I don't want it too dark. This one's nice, or that, which one do you like better? That one or that one?
Oh.
That one? Okay, let's try that one. Okay. So we'll try. We're gonna see. I don't need much. So let's get some, and it also might not work. So we're gonna see.
Okay, so that was 4. Another or not?
Well, see how I mean, it looked pretty thick to me. You might want to do more.
Okay, it was pretty thick.
Okay, so let's see if this is gonna work. If I add a little bit of the metallic paint. Oh, might or might not work. We're gonna see. So I scratch that. I also don't want it to be lumpy. I also have some other metallic paint if this one doesn't work
That's
well.
really hard.
It's very
It's not
hard.
moving at all.
I mean, I maybe have to be more aggressive. We're gonna see. I'll still be able to use this. Yeah, I think it's gonna be, I wonder if the one I have is less hard. Okay. Okay, let me just try. Yeah, it's hard as a rock.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna see what I have downstairs and see if I have some, because I did have some other paints, otherwise I'm gonna use the glitter. Patricia? I don't remember. I might have bought these elsewhere. Okay, so we're going to keep Amber's separate.
I know, I probably wouldn't have given you a metallic watercolor.
No way.
No.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put these at the side. And this one. I'm getting too much stuff on my table now. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me just take the comment. Okay, let's slide off. Okay, we're good. So let's see what these ones are. See if these are gonna be any better. Maybe this one. They might be just as hard though. I think these are gonna be just as hard. Yeah, they're hard as a rock.
Funny, I guess without the water.
Okay, forget it. That's not working. Okay, I don't wanna waste your guys' time. I don't know why I thought they'd be really soft, but they're not. Okay, I'm gonna have a sip of water. And let us use some, see, I don't have much glitter, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Oh, I could use actual paint though. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna get my exercise, I'm telling you. Okay, let me take these
I'll take
downstairs.
you for a walk after.
I know, oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so I have paint.
I think it's hard.
Acrylic paint, so it's hard?
I think so.
Okay, good. Now, so if you did want to add anything else, you can put clear resin and add stuff underneath. So let's see.
I'm gonna show it.
Ooh, nice. So here's Patricia. She added some glitter. It's hard to see the glitter, but if you put it on an angle, you can kind of see it. And then this is might be an issue with the with that, but we might be able
And
to
there
clip it
too.
off.
Yeah.
So,
Did
did
we-
you want to add anything to it?
No, I don't think so. I like
Okay,
it.
okay. So now, does it look like it's really stuck?
To the tape?
Yeah.
I'll
I mean,
test.
like I mean that it's set, that it's actually
Oh, it
set.
sure seems to be.
Okay. I'm a little worried about ruining this, but we're gonna see. So I do have some gold glitter that might be able to use here. Maybe I'll do the kitty with gold glitter. I could do that. And I also have gold paint. I can maybe put a little bit of gold paint, just a titch, because you don't want to put too much paint or it won't set. So like the 30-70 rule seems good. So if I just do that, oh, it's already started to harden. See, that can happen too. With sunlight, it can start to harden. So let's just do another little separate one here. Is it not quite set?
Well, once I lifted it, it seems to be soft underneath.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that possible?
It's possible, and sometimes when that happens, I actually flip it,
Okay.
and
Do you have to peel it off?
I think
the
you'd have to
tape?
peel it though. So maybe just
I
set it.
can't,
No,
yeah.
set it regular first. That's the trouble. So now I've just added a little bit of gold acrylic paint, and I'm going to put a little bit of gold glitter. Okay, so it's not just glitter; it's also the paint. And see if there's enough in there. I might have to put a little more glitter. Okay, a little more glitter. And there, we're gonna put a little more glitter. And then we're gonna have to scoop it up. But what I can maybe do is use one of Amber's little things to scoop it. We're gonna see. So we're gonna do that and stick it in there. So hopefully that's gonna work, and hopefully I made enough. Oh, I went over the edge already. That's the trouble. You need a really steady hand when you do this. And I don't know if I made enough, but we're gonna see. So we're gonna bring that, and we can use the toothpick to go in there. Yeah, I think I might have to make some more, but I could almost do like a few small, they say not to do too thick, so I could do a few small coats maybe. And I'm gonna get some in there. And let's go that. And we just scoop it up a bit. And there we go. So we're gonna do that. Looks a little more sparse in the middle, but so it's kind of cute, but I think I will do another layer. But let's go ahead and set that one. And then I could do another one. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while to do. So let's make a little bit more resin. Okay, well that's going. Whoopsie, forgot the lid. Oopsies. Oops. Okay. And we're gonna add some more paint.
I'm looking how much you add.
Well, not more than, Susan said 30%, so not more than 30%.
Or it'll affect the
Acrylic,
resin.
because of
Yeah.
the liquid in the water and the content in the paint.
Okay.
And then we can add some more glitter. I'm just gonna add some more glitter in there. Actually, I can just do that a little bit. There we go. There. So we'll just mix it together. And like I said, I'm new at resin, so I'm completely like just troubleshooting here. So we're gonna go ahead and mix that. And then as soon as this thing shuts off, we'll put it in, and then we'll try to figure out something for the stars. And maybe do a blue outline because it'll be more contrasty. Do I have blue glitter? Not really, eh? Those are the thick pieces.
No.
I can mix some blue resin with some silver glitter maybe. That might be cute.
Yeah.
Diana, it looks beautiful the way it is to wear as a pendant. Cool. Nice. That'd be awesome. Yeah, yeah. That's the kitty cat. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to figure out a way to poke a hole in it or do something. Anyways, it's experimental. I'm sure even if it doesn't work as a resin pendant, Patricia's gonna find some way to morph it into one of her artworks. So I'm not worried about it. Yeah, for
So
sure.
many possibilities.
I know. It's insane.
I
Like,
want to do my spoon next.
oh yeah, you can start it. Do you want another piece of white? There's the white cardstock there.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't you do the spoon, because we'll probably finish up like around in about 15-20 minutes, and then I'm gonna walk down and get a coffee at some point. So I might, if you do want to walk, you can always
Yeah, I
walk
wanna
me down
walk.
and leave me there.
Oh.
There we go. And then we're gonna Mimi's gonna pick me up, and we have some appointments and stuff. So that's the plan, man. Okay, so come on, let's finish up. We're gonna add some more. Yeah, it looks like it kind of, oh yeah, it definitely leaked under the edge.
yeah.
So it might be the tape that's the issue. I'm not quite sure, but it definitely looks like it could be the tape. But once we put the blue on, it should be okay. And we're just gonna add some more of this for the cat. Okay, and a little bit more in here, right in there. And let's go ahead and I'm gonna wipe this off here and spread it around here, around here. What you gonna do for the spoon?
I was just looking for some little thing to put on the spoon.
Oh, okay.
If I dropped like a few gold beads onto the spoon and
Yeah.
poured the resin on top, would that work?
Yeah. Or if
Okay.
you did want to make something out of wire, you could do that. I wonder if I might do some yellow. I'm gonna try some yellow resin for the for the stars. We'll see if it's gonna work. Mix that up a bit. Do I have yellow glitter? Ooh, yeah.
Is that
Oh, no, it's
glitter?
that
No, it's that
flaky
bigger
stuff.
stuff.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'll get more glitter. That's okay. Okay. So let's get some little bit of yellow. I'm gonna try the yellow in there. See how that works. So we're gonna put some yellow. Maybe just a little bit of sparkle, not too much, not as much, because I don't want to just a teeny bit. Okay, and hopefully the yellow is gonna work. We're gonna see. Okay, so we've got some yellow for the stars with a teeny bit of glitter. We're gonna see how that's gonna work, and try to scoop some up and drop it in the middle, big glob.
Pretty.
Yeah, so we'll see. I really didn't put much glitter in this one. So we're gonna see how it's gonna work, and I probably will need a couple, ooh, that's, I got a little too much there. And I'm just hoping it's not gonna go over the edge.
So if I just pour resin
Mm-hmm,
into the spoon,
mm-hmm,
it'll be clear?
yes.
Is that okay to do?
Yeah. Mm-hmm, yep. So we're gonna do that, and that. Okay,
So
so
this-
that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and put the light on this. There, and then we're gonna mix some blue. I might had to do another layer of yellow. Hopefully I didn't put too much acrylic paint. Okay, that's so pretty, thank you. Awesome.
It's beautiful.
How you doing, Latidra? Nice to see you. We are experimenting with resin again. Mm-hmm. And Latidra, my friend Patricia is here. You don't see her now, but if you watch the replay, you'll see her at the beginning.
Hi.
She says hi, if you guys can hear her probably. And she's just baking her cat, because that's what we do here. We bake
No,
cats.
don't say that.
Yes, we do.
Horrible.
Aw. Yeah, Patricia has a soft spot for cats. Fairly recent, in the last few years, you've
Oh my
become
goodness.
slightly obsessed with cats.
Well, that's because people keep dropping them in the neighborhood.
Aw.
And I have to feed and house them outside.
Aw.
Not my fault.
And she gets her husband to do it. When she goes away, she forces her husband to continue the tradition. I don't think he minds.
He does it. He's
He
very
probably-
good.
He probably likes them too.
I think he does, more than he'll admit.
Interesting. Yeah, it's not like I don't like cats. I'm just not, obsessed with them, obviously.
As many people are.
Okay. Bunnies, on the other hand, that's a different story. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and mix some blue. So I'm going to get a nice light blue. A nice, beautiful light blue. So we get a little bit of light blue. Oh, it sounds watery. We're going to see a little bit of light blue. And we will pour a little bit of that. And I'll get some silver glitter. I think the silver would work with the light blue. So I think we're done with the gold. So I'll put the gold back. Okay. Gold goes back. And I'll get some silver. Actually, I think I still have glitter from when my sister used to run a daycare. She gave me all her old art supplies, and I used them with Mimi and then other kids and workshops and stuff. And I think I still have some of that, so I'm gonna check that out.
I have a huge box full of all kinds of good quality glitters if you want them.
Oh, nice.
From Martin's company.
Oh, very nice. That's
So if you want
awesome.
them,
Oh,
probably everything.
nice. I would, yes. Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
put your name on it.
Okay, so here's light blue. So remember we said 30% with 70%, so maybe not even that whole thing. So we're just gonna start by doing this. And make sure it's mixed well. The acrylic paint is nice because it's not like a powder that's hard to mix in. And if you look on the Let's Resin website, they have all kinds of options for dyeing resin. There's alcohol inks, which some of them are for epoxy resins, some of them are because they sell both epoxy resin and UV resin. So I haven't experimented with anything other than the mica pigments, which are the ones they use to dye the UV resin. Acrylic paint, done the nail polish, oopsies, but just, I'm gonna get rid of some of that stuff maybe. I've used the nail polish, but more for layering. I haven't mixed nail polish with UV resin. Now that might be something else to try. Oh, that's not too much. I thought that would be too much
I don't think
glitter, but I think it's gonna be okay. And yeah, it looks a little diluted. If I had had maybe a little really bright blue, it might have been better. I thought that was bright, but it's not that bright, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and put that one in here. we're just gonna glob it in and then spread it. Sometimes the acrylic paint makes the resin really gooey, like gummy. Like when I did the ladybug, there was this weird like gummy string, like mucus.
Ew.
And so it was a little bit hard to get it off the palette and onto the piece. But this one seems not too bad, so that's good. But I found maybe it was the quality of that red paint. Oh no, I went over the edge. No. Okay, hang on. What can I do? What can I do?
Toothpick?
Or I think one of these might be better. Okay. Oh, see, you have to be really careful.
And it's so small, your pendant.
There we go. Oh, good.
you
It just
got
wiped right off because the gold one was dry, so it wiped right off. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be more careful. I'm gonna bring that one in here. And this one, the gold had go over the edge, but I think it's gonna be fine. That was not good grammar. I don't know what came out of my mouth. Anyways, okay. Speaking of grammar, I don't know if other people use Grammarly, but it's a lifesaver for me when I post on social media. Because, you know, I thought I had good grammar, but then when I installed that app, I realized I really did not have good grammar at all. But when it comes to writing. And, yeah. Patricia, do you play Wordle?
No.
It's a fun game. I play it every morning.
Yeah. Do you have to play against someone?
No, you just it's created by the New York Times, and basically it's a word like a word game where you have to create a 5-letter word, and then you have 5 guesses.
Oh, I used to play that.
Oh yeah, it's so fun.
I forgot all about it.
Not only do I do it in English, but I do it in French. They have a French one, so it's really fun. Okay, I scooped again, guys.
Beautiful though, Heather.
Thank you.
You are
getting
amazing.
there. Aw. Well, it's fun exploring, and I love these live streams because people have great, feedback and ideas. And I really didn't know much about resin, but it's people that watch that, give me ideas like how much, like using the acrylic paint, how much to use, and how to get rid of the bubbles and all that type of stuff like that. So it's definitely a learning curve. Now you could put a final thing of resin after if you want. You could put a varnishy kind of coat of resin. How's your spoons coming, by the way?
I've stuck them in with the cat.
Okay.
They're cooking.
Nice.
Don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, this one's getting globby. Sometimes they just sometimes it just starts to set.
Yeah.
Because you're in the sunlight. And so that's why doing it with an open window is not always the best, because it's starting, I can see it starting to harden, and I haven't even put it under the light. And it also could be maybe a reaction with the paint, but I think I'll just stop it for now. I could have gone in with a little bit more. There are some little holes and stuff in there, but I might be able to put a little coat of clear resin after. Like this one's probably totally set now, this one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, maybe not. Let me just try it. Okay, let me just do this. Get this off.
The spoons are warm.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, a little warm.
Heats up the metal.
Yeah, it does.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of this one here, because there was a little bit of a hole there.
You know what I think the problem is with the black?
Uh-huh.
The black blocks the light from getting to the underside.
Oh,
because it's so black.
Oh, wow.
And it's thick enough. Yeah, it's still, after all that time.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it's
maybe
not
you
gonna
need
do.
little short layer, little layers. Yeah, I can understand, if it gets too thick.
Black,
Yeah.
black is, yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna put this under the light and for 5 minutes, and then I'll twist that. Well, maybe not 5 minutes. Let's see. Let's just do this. And how's your spoon coming?
I'm going to turn the cat upside down.
Yeah.
This is,
Okay,
see
we'll
it
throw
when
that
the-
out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'll
Yeah.
put the spoons
I had to do that with the ladybug, that I had to flip it upside down.
Yeah. Because, see, the spoons seem to be hard.
Oh, they are. So
Here,
the
look,
spoons
I'm gonna
worked
show
well.
them.
So guys, here's the spoons.
I'll do the.
They harden right away. Oh, these are cool. So the idea with the spoons was, oh, you used one of my pretty ones. Oh, well, that's okay.
It was there.
Okay, no worries.
Oops.
So,
I'll buy you one at the secondhand store.
it's okay. So, yeah, they harden really well. But we were thinking with the spoons, you clip the end and turn the end, and it could be a pendant. So that's the idea with the spoons.
And
That's
if you
cool.
made something nice in them.
Yeah, you could do like an underwater scene or something. That would be
Yeah.
really cool.
Find
Latidra, I always wondered if I could use that. Just wondering, wait, regular tape. Yeah, the regular tape, we're not sure if it's working super well.
It crept out from my tab,
Yeah.
and I did press it down really
Yeah, mine
well.
crept out a little bit well as well, but the trouble is this tape, I find it sticks too much. So I don't know if anybody knows a better tape. The packing tape I bought is from Costco, I think. So maybe another brand of tape might work. Oh, and then if you have junk on this, apparently you can just heat it and it'll peel off. So that's the other thing you can do is, see, I want to recoup these. Not the black one, it was toast, but I could put these under the lamp and then just peel everything off. Yeah, so that would be good. And we're just going to let this finish and then I'll do another round and then we'll go from there. So are you going to do something else with those
I
ones?
touched because I guess my finger had black on it.
Oh.
And when I was taking it off the tape,
Oh.
see, I got black
Oh,
there.
you can use alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah, let me get
okay.
it. Okay. Here, I'll just give you a bit of rubbing alcohol with just on the end of a paper towel.
Okay.
And you should be able to wipe it off because that's happened to me before too. So if you guys want to know, you can clean it with the alcohol. So let's see. Patricia just got a little bit of a fingerprint on her thing, so she's going to try to clean it with a bit of alcohol. I'm going to move some. Oh, your light went off. You could put it on again. So let me remove. I'm just going to remove some of the stuff
Oh yeah,
on the table.
yeah. You could take anything
Yeah.
away. I've done my experiment.
Oh, okay, good. And then we'll have to say goodbye at some point. So let me know when you're, we'll stay for another couple minutes. I'm just going to,
You're right, Heather. That came right
it
off.
came off. So the alcohol
Yeah.
works great. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think this would be fun if you found something really nice and small that you really liked, and you could put it on the
Yeah.
spoon.
Yeah, if you guys
And
want to
pour resin.
experiment. Well, which one is there one that's ready that I can try to cut?
They're
To
both,
make the,
yeah, because I was just
there's
experimenting.
Okay.
So
So I'm gonna try to, let me just put this back. Actually, you know what I'll do is I'll remove this,
yeah,
get it out of the way,
it's finished. Yes.
and then I'm gonna continue to cook that one a little bit more. And then I'm going to try to cut this to make a pendant. So let's see if that's gonna work. These ones I'll deal with later. I'm gonna cook those later. Cook. Yeah, I don't know, what do you cook? Cure, I guess. You call it curing?
That's what the dentist does to your teeth.
They cure your teeth?
This is what they use, and
Oh.
they put the blue light in
Oh,
to
wow.
harden your fillings.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so the only thing I could think of I can use to cut these spoons
Oh.
is these, which I use all the time. These are my bolt cutters. So we can see if we can use that. And then if I want to flip, turn it around, we can, I'm going to start with this one. I don't know how much we need.
Enough to
But-
just loop it back to itself. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try it 2 ways, because you could either cut it first or you could bend it and cut it after. So we're going to see. Let's hope this isn't going to fly. Whoa, it just flew. Okay, so, and it might be too hard to turn. We're going to see.
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah. You have bigger pliers?
Well, let's see, I have these looping pliers. We're going to see if they're okay.
Because even this you could make something with.
Yeah.
The handle part.
Let's see if this is going to work. Might work, yeah.
Hey.
Whoops, okay, I got to be more careful.
Oh,
I think I just got glitter all over my. Where's the pot
It's
that goes
here.
with this? Okay, that wasn't
Yeah.
smart. Okay,
And the lid
that's
on
why you
it.
should always clean up before you.
Lid on.
before you do stuff.
Okay.
Okay, let's try again. Okay. I'm gonna hold it more carefully and bring it around. Yeah, just be really careful.
Oh, that's
It's not too bad, so
amazing.
it actually works. These
Yeah.
step pliers are better because you'll get a more even turn. They're not tapered.
Yeah.
So, and then you can go ahead and just, use your pliers or nail pliers to close it up. Let me just see if I can close it up with some other pliers. I might have more heavy duty pliers. Let's see. Let's see. What we got? I think I have some better pliers. I don't have a lot of my pliers here, but no. Okay, let me look over here. If not, I'll get some later and close it up. But
It's funny, it's simple, but I just really like it.
yeah, these are all like already scratched up, so I can try the nylon jaw pliers. Yeah, that closed it up. So there we go. So there's one, and then this one.
I think that's softer.
This
than
one's
the other
softer.
one.
You could
Yeah.
almost turn it first, or yeah, because you can kind of like turn it first. I think it's better to cut it first.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it this way. And
Safety goggles.
yeah, I'll just put my
Yeah.
hand over it. There we go.
Oh, yeah,
that one didn't
definitely
fly.
softer.
Okay, so
And these little
we'll
handles
keep
are
those.
fun, eh?
Yeah, we could do something with those.
If you bend those, you
Yeah.
have something already.
Well, you're welcome to take them home.
Well, I don't have the tools. I would do this with you.
Okay.
You know what I'll do? I'll put them in your bag with your
Okay.
things here.
Okay, so let's just turn the end. Yeah, so that works. We just close the end, and that could be a really cool pendant. I love that. I would put wire and stuff in there too. So
And I would find something on the seashore, some
yeah,
little shell or beautiful
looks very
rock.
oceany. So that's Patricia's idea. So that's super awesome. And then super rad. Yeah,
Oh, don't touch
awesome.
here.
Oh yeah, I'll blow that off after. Be careful. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't lose a limb. Look, I have all 10. Awesome. So guys, let's show you the finished stuff. So here's the cat piece. Let's see if I can get the plastic off. Let's see how well that packing tape worked. So we're going to take this and remove. It seems to peel off better than the green tape. I just find the green leaves residue on the back. So the packing tape is pretty good. You just have to be careful maybe to do a base coat so it won't leak. I already see there's a little, I should have added more blue there. I can touch that off after. And see, there is a little bit here. So can we remove that? Sometimes you can remove it with the pliers. We're gonna see if we can actually remove that. Or sometimes I just do it with the cutters. I'll go in with the cutters and take it out because, let's see, I might have to actually cure this a little bit more. Yeah, see, look, this comes apart, but I am going to wind a wire around it so that won't be an issue. But I do want to get rid of that little extra bit of resin. So I'm gonna actually maybe, I want to be careful with it. I'm gonna go in and, yeah, you could like clip it off type of thing. So if there are any little bits, I don't know if your cat has some extra bits. Oh, there's Kitty. Oh yeah, Kitty has a lot of extra bits. Kitty has a lot of
Kitty's
extra bits.
furry.
So let's just try, yeah, so this, it kind of peels off the extra bits. You can almost like, I don't want to completely remove this, but I can move this down and give it a little clip here. Okay. A little clip here. There, so I've got all that extra bit. So now I could go in with a wire and wind it at the top. And then the kitty, is it hard? Oh, yeah, it's hard
I
now.
think it's hard
Yeah,
now.
try to go ahead,
Oh,
try to go
okay.
in like that and remove that. I'm just gonna get a gold piece of wire and do that, and then we'll be
Oh,
done.
some of this peels right off.
Yeah, see, it peels right off, which is really good. I'll just get a piece of, I think, 22 gauge wire.
Oh, but this really marks the wire.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay, so just, yeah.
It scratches them.
Okay, so let me get some 22 gauge
Oh,
wire.
you know why? It's still wet.
Oh, it's still wet.
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness.
Yeah.
I guess the black blocks the light and it can't
Okay,
get through.
So it's so for
Yeah.
the black, do resin first
Yeah.
and a very thin layer
Yeah.
of black. Yeah, the black takes longer to cure. That's good to know.
Yeah. I shouldn't have started with black.
Yeah, well, I
Live
mean,
and learn.
it's a good experiment, and people have said that you could put it in the sun to cure it.
Oh, at home later?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
So we're gonna go ahead and take this, a little piece of 22 gauge wire, and wind this together so that the frame won't come apart. So that's the next step, is actually to take a piece of wire and we're gonna bring it right in there. This one I might cure a little longer too. I feel like it's, I don't know if it's my hands or if it's the thing that's sticky. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bring that, whoopsies, bring it down a bit. There, and pinch it at the back. Yeah. And so now that I've done that, we can go ahead and bring these spirals down a little more. Okay, so we're just gonna bring them down a little bit more. There. Super cute.
That is beautiful.
Thank you. So let's go ahead and let's see how'd your cat turn out.
Well, it
You're
needs
putting 'em
more
back?
curing. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
So-
can do it now or in the sun later.
Yeah, well, why don't you, let's put it down so people can see them, and then
Oh,
we can always do that after. So we've
Okay.
got that. We've got Kitty that just needs a little trimming and a little more curing. So we'll do that. And then these are the pendants. And that's it. So we're gonna flip the screen and say goodbye. Thank you guys. Let's flip the screen. And we're gonna bring that. First you're gonna see outside. And there's the screen. And then we're gonna flip the screen. Yay! So
Amazing.
there's Patricia. So yeah,
Thank you,
oh,
Heather.
it was so fun. We had such a great time, and thank you guys so much for hopping on the live stream. It was great to see everybody. Thank you, Amber, for always moderating the chat. Super appreciate that you were able to come today, and thank you everybody for always your great feedback and suggestions. I will be adding photos of these to the the resin ebook. And anytime I make new designs, I'm adding the templates, adding the photos. So if you guys want to learn resin, and grab the book. And if you buy any 5 templates in my Etsy DIY shop, use the coupon code SAVE25 to save 25%. That's for ebooks, templates, tutorials, any of that stuff. So that's awesome. Super appreciate it. Stay tuned. I'm gonna hang on to your cat and cure it a little longer and trim it. I'll put the photos in the book, and everybody have an amazing day. We'll do more resin next week with those templates. And Patricia might want to come back. You never know.
Let me
She
come
might,
back.
she might be a regular. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Diana and Letidra and Karen and Corey and who else came today? Mirta is still there. Let me just have a look at everybody who's here. Mary is still here. That's awesome. And we will see you guys next time.
Oh, look.
Oh yeah, wear gloves.
I did wear gloves.
Keep your gloves on. Bye.